I've been living in Italy for 20 years now, and you think by now that nothing would surprise me. But let me tell you, Italy still has a few tricks up his tailored sleeves. Some of them charming, some frustrating, and some, well, they'll slap the Americano right out of you. So I'm gonna share with you those things that still shock me as an American living in Italy. Kind of a cultural curveball that no one warned me about. Oh, and you'll notice I'm back at home filming in Florence after last week's video in Carcassonne, France, where you might have sensed a little hint of kind of frustration. I'll get to that later in the video. Stick around because this is where it gets personal. Life moves slow in Italy. Not enjoy your cappuccino type slow, but still using fax machine type slow. But it's intentional, not laziness. People value time more than they value productivity. So you start to unlearn the grind. You start to breathe a little and realize not everything needs to be rushed. Italy feels 5 to 10 years behind in tech, in bureaucracy, in systems that should be simple. But with that comes a sense of tradition, a sense of place, things still made by hand. So while the rest of the world automates, Italy preserves. And sometimes that's a real luxury. Respect is built into the Italian language. Here, you just don't say you, use the formal tense, especially with elders and with strangers. In Italy, people respect and value the elders, as they should. But that same hierarchy also trickles down into the workplace. So you'll find it's a bit hard to advance at the job, and it's a very male-dominated society. So if you're ambitious, you might get frustrated. But if you value dignity and stability, you'll feel right at home. Healthcare in Italy is nearly free. I walk into a public hospital, get my treatment, walk out without opening up my wallet. Mind blown. But it isn't perfect. Expect paperwork and waiting list. So you learn to be patient and plan ahead. But that peace of mind worth every tick of the waiting room clock. No pressure at bars or restaurants in Italy. No one's hovering over you with the bill or pushing you to get that dessert and for an extra tip. But with that, well, the service isn't so great. That American style fawning, not a thing here. So learn to get into the rhythm. Enjoy the moment, talk. Just savor the meal, the flavors, and let the table become your home for the evening. If you're liking this video and all the content I make here on the channel, do me a favor, please click the thumbs up, the button right down below. It means a lot. It helps out with the algorithm. Also, are you yet a subscriber? If you're not, well, you don't want to miss out on any of my upcoming videos, so click that subscribe button right down below. You'll get notified that way when a new video comes up, and you're helping me grow the channel to get these videos out to other food and travel lovers like ourselves. Thank you. Customer service barely exists in Italy. I've had service providers for water or electricity just hang up on me during a call, and I wasn't even yelling yet. Just click, that's it. But it's not personal, it's cultural and oddly freeing. So you learn to grow a thicker skin. You lower your expectations and you laugh it off. Oh, sorry about the noise back there. We were on a busy street. Banking and car ownership in Italy, painful. Bank fees for everything, depositing, withdrawing, using your ATM, Bankomat card, writing a check. Does anyone still write checks? Drop down in the comments, let me know. Owning a car is like adopting a small, needy child. And don't even get me started on gas prices. They'll make your eyes water. But the good thing in Italy is that most cities are walkable and public transportation works. Actually, scratch that. It barely works. So you'll spend less time commuting and more time living. Just ditch the car if you can. Socializing, it's an art form in Italy. Everything from sidewalk chats to aperitivo. People in Italy actually make time to speak with one another. But if you're coming from the United States, you might find this a bit strange. You might find it inefficient or indulgent. So you start to realize that communication is actually the point and not just a side dish. You come away with stories and not receipts. Earlier I mentioned that feeling I'd been having when I was filming in Carcassonne, France. Kind of a burnout type feeling, trying to always keep up in a world that kind of rewards hype and hustle over humanity. But then I remembered what Italy taught me. Slow down, live life, take time to talk with your neighbor. Let the espresso get cold while the conversation gets good. You don't need to live like a machine to feel fulfilled. If you want to support the YouTube channel and everything we're doing here, consider becoming a YouTube channel member. You can click on the button down below. Or a patron. Yes, I have a Patreon now. You get early bird viewing on my videos, plus all sorts of other goodies, and the good feeling of supporting me. There's a link down below in the description. Thank you. Do you remember earlier when we spoke about the healthcare system and stress-free living? But what if I told you Italy's biggest strength is also what makes it hard to adapt? So, what I want you to do is watch this video next. What 20 years living in Italy taught me. From living my life, finding joy, happiness, love, all the little simple things that add up, that make Italy a great place and help you rediscover yourself. Watch it here next. Because life's too short for bad coffee.